Face Hunter, one of the most obviously hated deck of the history of Hearthstone, if not the most hated one. It goes face, it kills you quick. I mean, it's an aggro deck, so I have nothing against it, but yeah, sometimes it can be a bit frustrating. However, the interesting part is this deck is not that expensive and it's really good. Do not underestimate it. Face Hunter is not the best deck in the game, sorry, but it can definitely compete as a third or fourth amazing deck for your tournament lineups or for ladder even. You can beat anything. You will most likely destroy the mages because you have too much damage. You will struggle against rogue if people know how to play it, but overall this deck is one of the best ones to climb lower ranks, and you can even get to top 1 legend with it, trust me, and it's not as easy as it looks like. Anyway, hi, I'm Erwin. I do many things in life, but here we are to talk about Hearthstone, and that's exactly what we're doing today with this presentation of Face Hunter. As I quickly told you about the matchups, you can beat a lot of decks, and especially in the lower ranks where people just don't really know how to play the top tier decks. You might have trouble against Warlock if they heal too much, but overall, you're good to go with this deck. If you master it, you can beat anything. For the mulligan, what you will want to keep is most of the time Intrepid Initiate, definitely. Imprison Felmo is really strong in the early game. If you draw it in the late game, it's a dead card, but in the early game, it's godlike. And other than that, yeah, Demon Companion, Adorable Infestation, only if you have something to target. Wolpertinger can be great as well. But yeah, overall, you're looking for your cheapest card to start swarming the board on turn 1 and kill your opponent very quickly. But you also have some late game with Aim Shot, Piercing Shot, the Rhinos, Barak to refill your hands. This deck is very smartly built, and it's a really good one. So hey, let's do a game and maybe I can show you that it's not that easy, hopefully. So hopefully an interesting matchup. Fortunately, I don't have the time to do every matchup, but Druid, okay. So that is either Aggro or Celestial, but the game plan does not really change. So here, as I told you, you have Infestation, but nothing to target it with. We really want like a Felmaw, like a 1-drop, like anything we can play as early as possible. Wolpertinger, and there's the Felmaw. That is great. That is a really good turn 2 or even turn 1 coin. Okay, they did not play anything, so maybe they are Celestial. In any case, I feel like the plan with this Wrangler will be to buff the Wolpertingers because the Rhinos will probably be too late. Because of this, I'm not gonna play the Wolpertingers right now, which I could have done, and I'm gonna coin out the Felmaw immediately. If they are alignment, as I'm thinking, they won't play anything. So they're gonna get hit by the Felmaw 100%. Hero power, this sounds good. This sounds like a Celestial alignment druid. So the pressure is on us. We need to kill them ASAP. I think we just want to fill the curve. Then we can play Wolpertinger next turn and the Wrangler after that to buff the Wolpertingers. That is something you have to think of sometimes. You won't do it often because most of the time you think that the Rhinos are too good, but Wolpertingers can add a lot of pressure. And here, on their turn 4, they will most likely use Overgrowth, so they won't attack the Wolpertinger. So we fill the curve. We don't need to play this. We'll just fill the curve. And we can double buff them if they don't kill them. But yeah, Piercing Shot, okay, that doesn't sound... Snarren Ward. Piercing Shot can also be used as a tool on your own minions, because you have a lot of 1 health minions, and that can be really good. Oh no, they killed a Wolpertinger, okay. And Cenarian Ward, I'm guessing. Yep. That is very weak though. That is exceptionally good. Okay, in this case, with this board state, I think we want to discover the rhinos, because we'll have at least 2 targets with this. The Wolpertinger is not going to do anything. Yeah, this is exceptionally good. There are tons of very bad 8 drops, which is why I'm surprised that our opponent went for this plan. But this works, I guess. This works. We could... I think we're gonna greed and buff our rhino once more. Or we can just hit 5 face, but then they have a 5/5 and we can't really deal with it. So it's useless. It's completely useless. I think I want to greed the rhino and just hit there. This way, with the biggest rhinos ever, can do something. Also, for True Aim Crescent, always remember, I mean, you will quickly realize it, but this weapon is extremely powerful, but always remember that the minions will attack in the order you played them. So like, if I play Rhino and attack, this one will attack first, then this one, then the Rhino. So sometimes you're like, hey, I have lethal with the Rhino, but no, you have to sacrifice your own board first. So yeah, try to think of this. Okay. What? Why did they bug beam this? Okay, anyway. Okay, this has lifesteal, but it really doesn't matter because our opponent is at 29, so we can just hit it. I think we're just gonna play 1 Rhino. You know what we could do? We could trade here, a Rhino trade here, and then weapon here. Maybe it's a bit much. No, I think it's just too much. Honestly, let's just start with tracking. Okay, these are pretty bad. I'm not gonna change weapon for a while, so it's one of these. Probably Demon Companion is a bit stronger. And let's play our good friend, the Rhino. Let's just trade whatever. Boom. They still have to deal with the big Rhino. And if they don't, that's another 9 damage face. And this actually helped us because we can use Piercing Shot on this if needed. Alright, turn 7. Is this alignment? No. Hero power pass? Ooh, that hurts for them. Okay. So this goes face, that is for sure, but we have to think. If we use Demon Companion, we will lose 1 damage if you roll the +1 attack. So what do we want to do here? I feel like just a Rhino is great, but we can also keep it for later. I feel like starting using aim shots. I think Demon Companion will be useful for the Piercing Shot. So what I want to do is to do aim shot hero power and fill the curve with this. And usually you try to keep your stacks on the weapon, but you're almost dead, so you want to put as much damage as possible. And then with aim shot we'd have another 7 damage. And they still have to deal with the Rhino. Okay. Oh, by the way, it's not an alignment druid, I forgot to say. It is a Malygos druid, and this is GG, I think, because the Rhino can attack there, then it deals 3. Then I can use my weapon here, and it's gonna deal 7. That's why this weapon is so good in this deck. You can use it like this, and then you deal 1, and the Rhino kills it because this is dormant. And that's game. Yeah, this deck is overall very, very, very powerful. It can surprise your opponents most of the time. And again, I'm telling this again, this is, I think, alongside Paladin, the best deck if you want to climb like from, I don't know, Bronze 10 to maybe Diamond. And again, even higher if you keep mastering the deck, you will really climb. And it's not as toxic as many people make it seem like. Honestly, I think you will love the deck, especially if you have this amazing skin. But yeah, in any case, if you have any questions, ask me anything in the comments, I will answer. And remember that the hardest parts are the early turns as usual, and also when to go for lethal and when to go for the board. When you have to choose for the Rhino plan, which is kind of a late game, or the Wolpertinger plan with the Wrangler, which is more tempo heavy. You have to think of all of these things, but overall, I think you'll master this deck. I'll be proud of you, and thank you for watching. Good luck on your games. See ya around.